Alarmist. Paranoid.
Curbside service.
Don't let him get away! Spread out!
Oh, for me? Thank you, Sable International.
Alive! He's airborne! Engage! Engage!
City just got a tiny bit safer. Nice job, me. I don't mean to overreact, but I'm starting to take this personally. I'd imagine my permanent record isn't looking too great right now.
Control, grid clear. Repeat, grid clear.
Yuri, I have eyes on a Sable base. They've got prisoners. But I don't know what they're charged with, and I don't want to let dangerous people back on the streets.
The real criminals they turn over to us. The people they hold on site haven't done anything they can make a case over.
I can think of at least 2 amendments that violates. Okay, looks like I'm staging a jailbreak. Surprise!
Area clear. Make sure to stay current on your shot. Continuing sweep.
Someone needs a nap.
Engage! Engage! Let's go!
guys are persistent. What kind of pay you get? Asking for a friend.
We need more agents.
Spider-Man, I did some research. All the people they're holding dead is protest Sable's heavy-handed tactics.
Gotcha. I'm lodging a protest myself right now. I'll let you know how it goes.
Take him down. Down. Watch out. We're going in. He's on the ground. Check formation. Keep moving. We got a man down.
Hey, you do this for money, right? Well, how much to lay off? And don't say more than 20.
Can't beat us all. Get to cover. Target is hot. Stop resisting. Get him. We got a man down.
Great, reinforcements. You guys ever feel like your helmets make this impersonal? I mean, hot kettle, I know.
Watch it. Drone. Mission.
And see. Thanks, Spider-Man! Captain, the area's secure and the cells are all empty.
Officially, I can't condone that. Unofficially, thanks.
Aw, escaped inmate, trash can fire. It's almost. Let me take a wild guess. You were in for arson?
Let me show you what I got. Look out! Hey, he's winning! Enough! Target! What the? Boy, the electricity! Found you killing hero! One punch this time!
Never understood people whose idea of fun is setting buildings on fire.
Agents in East Harlem, this is Control. Do you have an update on your position?
Observation post is live. Scanning for Spider-Man.
Aw, all for me? I won't get any peace until I shut that down. Shit, tough, guys. This is really starting to verge on stalking.
Surrender or die! Watch out!
One less stable observation post. Should make my day a little easier.
Thought I heard.
And you're done. Yuri, this whole street's been taken over by Riker's inmates.
We've had calls from people who are afraid to leave their buildings.
Tell them to stay inside a little longer. There's gonna be some street cleaning.
Try and hit me. Don't let him get you. Back down here! This is our city now! This is... Get him back down here! He's throwing a grenade! Look out! He's playing for keeps! How are we supposed to find out? Crack you!
Typical New York. A vacancy opens up and everyone's rushing to take it.
What the?
More of them? Guys, this isn't necessary. I'm already scared straight.
Spider-Man, I've spoken to people on the block who think the escapees tried to break into their buildings.
Fits with what I heard. They want to take one over.
They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street, without hostages.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon. Oh, backup's here. Great. Okay, you guys sing Chua, and I'll sing Lee.
Kill you!
Hey, great to see you guys. We don't have backup or reinforcements here. Just people, you dig?
There's a present! Incoming! Down here! Someone get him down here! Gonna feel this!
Captain, the block's quiet. Everyone in an orange jumpsuit is down for the count.
Great job. If they'd gotten into a residential building, they'd have done a lot of damage.
Who's this?
You're just not very observant.
Hell? Let me show you what I got! Don't let him psych you out! Find that! This is awesome! Back down here! Eat this!
York, a vacancy opens up and everyone's rushing to take it.
You'll pay for that, scared of you! Here's the present!
Take you out! More of them? Guys, this isn't necessary. I'm already scared straight.
Spider-Man, I've spoken to people on the block who say the escapees tried to break into their buildings.
Fits with what I heard. They want to take one over.
They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street, without hostages.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon. Oh, backup's here. Great. Okay, you guys sing doo-wah, and I'll sing lead.
I won't go down so easy!
Hey, great to see you guys. We don't have backup or reinforcements here. Just people. You dig?
You got Jake! Gonna crack your skull! Don't let him get behind you! Get ready!
Captain, the block's quiet. Everyone in an orange jumpsuit is down for the count.
Great job. If they'd gotten into a residential building, they'd have done a lot of damage. Good news. A Rikers escapee we picked up says they've stopped establishing bases.
What brought that on?
You. They decided the bases make them too easy to find. They've gone back on the run. Smaller groups.
Picking them off a few at a time takes longer, but it's safer. Especially for New York.
Exactly. Nice going.
So it's a gaggle of geese, a murder of crows. Is it a cell block of prisoners? Did I get that right?
Spider-Man! Shoot him down!
I've got an idea how to settle this. Dance off!
An acrobat! I ain't stopping till you ain't. Keep shooting.
Gonna be honest, not loving the whole convicts with heavy weapons thing.
All units be advised. Escaped prisoners are inciting a riot. Nearest officer, proceed to Robinson.
He can't handle us all!
Let me take a wild guess. You were in for arson?
Let me show you what I got! Watch out!
Haven't seen the city this bad since... well, since never. Wonder what powers those jetpacks. Hopes, dreams.
All units, we're receiving reports of fugitives raiding a food supply station. Report came in from Hamilton Heights.
We might have... You want the food, Webb? Try and take it!
Guys, portion control.
Get up there! Get down! I can help with that! Spinning us out! Lift it up! Fire! Pull it in! Where did you get this crap? Gross!
The city needs those supplies. Glad I was here to help. If you need friends this bad, I'll hang out with you.
Spider-Man! Mow him down! Spider-Man! Stop! Someone's aimed the hospital! Yeah! Get him!
Devil's breath is making everyone desperate to escape the city.
Thanks for your assistance.
Okay, have you considered that if you arrest me, you'll have to fight all the bad guys yourselves? Huh?
Engage! Engage!
Well done. That makes it, what, 100 counts of assaulting a Sable agent? I know the city's a mess, but this is not how you re-assimilate into society!
Sugar Hill Garrison, this is Control. What's your status? Observation post reporting in. All clear.
All I need is Sable guys taking pot shots at me. See if I can shut them down before they even know I'm here. Are those spotlights to attract my attention? Maybe make it less ambiguous. Oh, spider logo. Nah, we get sued. Sort of flattered that Sable set up a million rooftop posts just to hunt for little old me. Sorta.
Sugar Hill Garrison, this is Control. What's your status? Control. Violation of Martial Law Statute 237.
Oh, sorry, did I startle you?
Civilian gathering. Please advise on your action.
Sable reinforcements? Why don't I have reinforcements?
Flank him! Take cover! Don't let him web you!
Love the spirit of protest, but maybe wait till we're not in a state of emergency.
Now, friends, you know I'm always open to differing points of view. So after a police officer called me out on social... Folks, you know I'm not one to promote conspiracy theories. Except ones I think are worthy of further discussion, like this one. I've heard reports of Spider-Man hovering around radio towers. At first, I thought he was sabotaging them. But a far more alarmist, paranoid, conspiracy theorist. All nasty words people have used to insult and demean me. But now, after years of me trying to warn you all, here we are. Spider-Man has literally brought a plague down upon us. Why do I blame him and not Martin Lee? I do blame Martin Lee. He deserves swift justice, but he's a lunatic terrorist. This is what they do. Whereas Spider-Man claims to be a hero. Yet he obviously knew about the threat and didn't warn us. He either thought he'd handled it, which makes him criminally negligent, or he was in on it, which makes him a terrorist too.
Sugar Hill Garrison, this is Control.
Hey, if you want to go back to jail that bad, how can I refuse?
We'll report any sign of Spider-Man.
Yes, Mom.
Contact with Spider-Man, Control. Weapons free. Clear to engage.
Open fire, open fire. Enemy contact.
This is really flattering. But tell Silver Sable I only like her as a friend.
PC turret disabled. Switch to small arms. Watch out for his wing!
Great! Just when I thought I might run out of Sable agents to hit.
Heads up for the engage. Agent down. Get a medic in here. I'm on him.
Captain, these Sable guys look like they forced all the residents out of a building so they could occupy it themselves. And locked up the ones who objected.
Okay, that I can get something done about, but I need victims to come forward.
I'll get the people out and have them file reports with the police. Let's play the quiet game. I should have called first.
He moves fast.
people around here work?
Alive! He's airborne! Down! We got a man down! Engaging target! Damn it!
Hey, reinforcements! Now it's a party!
Get to cover! Alive! He's airborne! Keep your distance!
More? You guys realize there are actual criminals out there, right?
Bring him down! Watch my back!
Spider-Man, I confirm your suspicions. People displaced from the residences are staying in shelters or on the street.
I know what it's like not to have anywhere to stay. It's a good thing these Sable agents have body armor, because I just might lose my temper. Hey, Sable agents! Help! I'm being attacked by Sable agents! Oh, wait a minute!
Keep your distance!
More backup? You know, for private security, you guys aren't very private.
Watch out! I'm going in! Got some kind of electric whip!
That took longer than it should have. Captain, the people that were locked up are headed back to their homes.
Good. And I finally convinced the mayor's office that making constituents homeless was not good for his poll numbers, so they won't be pulling that stunt again.
Didn't I put some of you guys away 8 years ago? Man, I feel old. Great news. You all won an island vacation. Rikers Island. Great news! The 10th time I put you away, the beating is free!
All units, armed hostiles are assaulting a police van. Proceed to Morningside Heights.
This is not how you exchange insurance information.
Lay on. Eat this! I'm done now! You up there or down here? I don't care!
It's like herding cats. Cats with felony convictions. I think you guys have it bad. All that body armor's bruising my knuckles. Yuri, looks like some people were protesting this Sable base, and the agents responded by locking them up.
Great way to win hearts and minds. Can you get them out?
It'll take some persuasion, but I'm a pretty persuasive guy.
I'm looking for a transfer to Spider-Man now. Something wrong with our unit. No offense, sir, but... almost took his contract. Hate the city. He might have something, Control. You're here. Watch your backs. Stay ready to engage. Go to alert. We're compromised. Checking on a disturbance control. No, he's here.
No talking during the infiltration.
Spread out. Stay clear. Flank him. I'm on it. Get the cover. Take cover. Get the cover.
More of you! That's it! I'm leaving a bad review! I'm calling customer service! I distinctly ordered only one group of hostile Sable agents!
Spider-Man, I just heard Sable's issuing an internal bounty on you. Huge bonus for any agent that brings you down.
Nothing like a little healthy competition to maintain a positive work environment.
Take him down. Watch out.
Look, if you guys are gonna keep showing up like this, it's just polite to call first.
More dangerous in the air. We gotta get him on the ground. Engage.
Oh, hi, Sable guys. Everything's cool here. The trouble's next door. Hey, it was worth a try.
Incoming.
Yeah.
We got a man down. I'm going in. Get the cover. Engaging fire. I'm going in.
And scene.
Thank you, Spider-Man. Thank you!
Got the people out of the cells. They don't seem inclined to continue their protest.
I hate that Sable's violating constitutional rights, but right now, I'll settle for keeping innocent people out of lockup. Thanks. Spider-Man, good news. The mayor finally cracked the whip on Sable International. No more locking up New Yorkers without due process of law.
Guess they figured out it was a PR disaster. For once, we got a clean win.
Well, not quite. I hear rank-and-file Sable agents blame you for stopping the gravy train. They'll be gunning for you even harder now, and no one's going to stop them.
By now, I think it'd freak me out more if nobody was gunning for me. Let him come. I'll be ready. Again? No, I get it. It's not like the city has real problems. Oh, they attacked me. But of course, I'm the criminal here. Look, I'm busy, but I'm never too busy to lay the smackdown on hardened criminals.
Get him! Get the bug! Incoming!
Whew, that was actually a nice break. Thanks.
There is someone else who isn't emerging from this crisis in a positive light. Mayor Osborn. Experimenting on something as deadly as devil's breath in the heart of Manhattan is the height of irresponsibility. What did Osborn know and when did he know it? The answer could mean the difference between electoral defeat, impeachment, and prison. Stay tuned to the only voice you can trust in these dire times. Mine.
Happy to sign autographs, but no selfies. Jetpack dudes grounded. Hey, if you want to go back to jail that bad, how can I
Prisoners have
refuse?
started a riot. Requesting officers on scene at Bloomingdale.
Aw, escaped inmates, trash can fire. It's almost cozy. Sorry to interrupt your romantic evening.
We got Jason! Here you go! Don't let him take you out!
More hammerhead goons? I've definitely earned an Eddie's pie after this.
Stay on your feet, you ingrate! Never going back to lockup! Let me show you what I got!
City's falling apart. I've got to get a stop to Lee and Otto fast. Nice thing about staying in the jumpsuits, you don't have to change clothes. Is it still a prison break if they're not even in prison? I'm starting to think you guys don't like Rikers much.
Let's go! Get over here! Just need one shot!
You're gonna need a bigger transport van. Admit it! You signed up for the jetpacks, and now you're in way over your heads!
within range. Lethal force authorized. Control. Evasive action!
This is really flattering. But tell Silver Sable I only like her as a friend.
APC turret disabled. Switch to small arms.
More Sable guys. Looks like my webs bring all the boys to the yard.
You got me!
We have an active hostage situation involving a bus. Please proceed to Columbia.
Come on, pal. Just calm down.
A hostage situation in the middle of a plague. Looks like the whole city's got the Parker luck. Hey, if you need friends this bad, I'll hang out with you.
Time for that! This is our city now! Freaking acrobat! Eat this! Let me show you what I got!
Thank you. My kids, thank you. Wish we had a dozen of you. First day to my rest. I know nothing.
I'm starting to think you guys don't like Rikers much.
Not going back, Spider-Man. Lay off us and die.
Eat this!
Been too long.
Get this back!
It's kind of sweet how they tried to save their friends. I mean, not so sweet I won't punch them, but...
Attention agents, this is Control. What's our status in Lincoln?
Observation post established. Situation normal.
Aw, all for me? I won't get any peace until I shut that down. See if I can do it quietly. Yeah, we need to have a talk about boundaries.
Stop resisting!
Sable has certainly made swinging through New York more exciting. Also, more life...
Ground teams, this is Control. Need a status update from Firehouse. Checkpoint is active. Full battle run.
These guys are like potato chips. You can't beat just one. Try that on someone who can fight back. Sable really gives a guy a run for his money. Whew, that was actually a nice break. Thanks.
Fireman! Yes! Boom!
This is Sable Control. Need an update from Devil's Shelf. Over. Control. Violation of Martial Law Statute 237. You've detained an illegal civilian gathering. Please advise on further action.
Arresting people for peaceful protest? Not on my watch. We need to have a chat about